You're all welcome to the Include Here conference, where we're discussing how we will journey towards building an enabling environment of inclusion for women. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we make welcome the lady in purple, my friend and my sister, Samantha Witterfay.
This is a vision of mine. I love to see women together. And yes, there are some men here, and we recognize you this morning, but today is for us. This year, the theme is Inspire Inclusion. There's a lady called Clara Zetkin. She's actually responsible for us being here because all the way in the 1900s, she was fighting for women's causes. In 1975, the UN adopted this discussion of Women's Day, and that's why we're here today, celebrating. So I think that we also have to pay homage to these people who paved the way for us. And it is an important discussion. Why? Because so far as there's still a gap when it comes to pay, so far as there's still a gap when it comes to even education for males versus females, and so far as there's still a gap when it comes to leadership roles, this is a very important discussion.
If you want to make policy effective, you have to be deliberate and intentional. Because if we argue that women are not given space in our policy making processes, then when you are starting an institution, a network, then you have to do what should have been done at the national level. And I believe strongly that when we begin to do this, our world and our country will be better off. Because we need to constantly ask the question, how different will everything be if women are included, if women are privileged and mainstreamed in terms of policy making choices that we make as a nation?
When you've got creative gifts, usually you don't just have one, but you are creatively gifted in several areas. And so the problem becomes, well, which one do I do? Or which one do I hone in on or focus on? And it can be a difficult decision. The fact of the matter is, you'll spend too much time in this life working to not enjoy what you're doing. It's a simple fact. There's no point in waking up every day dreading going to work, anxious about what you're going to do, feeling unfulfilled. I don't believe that's anybody's purpose in life. So if you're somebody here who is dissatisfied with your career, if you're dissatisfied with what you have to get up and do every morning, I think it's time for some self-reflection and try to discover what that thing is that gets your juices flowing, and that even if you were not getting paid, you would still get up and do it every day. But you must get paid. Let's make that clear.
I've always loved acquiring information and learning, being 2 steps ahead, just to prove that I can do it. And that satisfaction with, somebody undermining you or, just minimizing your effort, but then you prove them wrong. That to me is like the perfect satisfaction. I don't want anybody to slow me down, especially when I'm trying to achieve something. So the people who are closest to me, apart from my family, who are supposed to be my friends, if they are not on that same level as me, I am all about aura and energy. So if you're not on that same level, to me, I understand that we can be friends from apart, but we don't have to be around each other all the time. Just for you not to feel bad about what I am doing, and for me not to also feel like I'm being restricted to share certain accomplishments. So we both have a mutual agreement from there.
Okay.
Continue being yourselves, continue achieving your goals in your respective sector, and eventually we'll get there.
I can't think of any job on this planet that I would sacrifice my own integrity for. You can rely on a whole lot more than revealing yourself or doing something you're uncomfortable with doing. If you've got talent, you can prioritize enhancing said talent, prioritize learning more, getting into the craft, networking like we're doing here. Nobody's going to ask you for nudes here. You can come to a Lady Sam event and meet other like-minded people and propel yourself. Sadly, we live in a digital era. Some of these things, they linger forever. So that years down the line, when maybe you have children and you are established and you're not expecting something like this to come out, somebody springs it on you, and then what do? You know, you were desperate at one time to make it, now you've made it, and you could lose all of that because of that one decision. So the pressure does exist sometimes for women, especially in what I do, to compromise, and sometimes it starts out small. It's a lunch here, a dinner there, someone's asking you to do things you simply don't want to do. I'd say nip it in the bud, because some of us are doing it and we're doing it well.
One. And out. In and out. In and out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go now. I can do it. 3, 2, 3, 2. Thank you.
Amazing.
HR is a calling. You should be called to do it, because you are managing people. It is a job that you have to have passion for. So that is very key. And today, HR has evolved from being just administrative. HR is at the decision table. And so you need to understand the business of the company that you work for.
Yes.
Very, very key.
Yes.
Because every decision that is being taken around the table comes with a corresponding people action.
In the area of sales, when one thinks about it, you're thinking of somebody who has extreme confidence, somebody who thinks on his feet, somebody who is hungry to achieve no matter what. And when you're thinking of gender, you're thinking of the male, because that fits. But then the honest truth is, it's wrong. It's wrong because those skill sets are not enough. Having the ability to listen, having the ability to nurture, having empathy, attention to detail, and being able to read the room and even body language. That is not a man. It's a woman. On that note, to the question, sales, man or female? The answer is female.
See how beautiful the world would be if women were given priority. For I saw a world full of hope and prosperity, a world full of love, a world full of compassion and of joy. Shoulder to shoulder, the world was singing together.
Of a star to receive from the night skies will never be enough. Will never be enough. I can see you high low, oh high low, oh high low. I see you high low, oh high low.
Congratulations.